Hi everyone, I'm Don from UploadVR, and today we're going to take a real quick look at a short alpha demo that I found floating around on AppLab and SideQuest for a potential game coming later this year from Maze Theory called The Infinite Inside. So, let's take a quick look. Okay, so at its core, The Infinite Inside is set to be a first-person adventure game that takes you on a journey between virtual and mixed realities, all while unraveling a silent narrative that starts to unfold as players navigate through the game's environments. So, in order to do this, players are tasked with using a node-based teleportation mechanic to find their way through a series of mazes, all while collecting puzzle pieces that they'll bring back into their own reality. Once back in the mixed reality environment, players are tasked with solving a series of spatial jigsaws using those pieces that they just brought back, all with the endgame of placing the completed puzzle into a structure that's burst forth from their own floors. One of the first things that I always look for in a VR title that I'm reviewing is the visual and sound design, and The Infinite Inside is a feast for the senses. This demo's environments are beautifully rendered with a nice art style and level of detail, as well as excellent use of lighting that truly adds to the immersion players might feel while playing. The sound design is equally impressive, and the use of 3D audio coupled with ambient noises and relaxing music serves to enhance the overall experience further. Even though this is just an alpha release, The Infinite Inside already runs quite smoothly on MetaQuest 2, 3, and Pro, with no noticeable lag or performance issues. Now, the game's controls are one area that could still use a bit of polish though, because I did find myself reaching for puzzle pieces a few times only to have my in-game hands fail to grip them. And overall, it wasn't a frequent occurrence, but it did happen a few times, and it was noticeable, so I thought I needed to mention it. So when it comes to in-game movement, The Infinite Inside takes full advantage of MetaQuest 3's room scale capabilities. In this one, players can physically move around in the game's mixed reality sections, adding a nice level of presence as you walk around and interact with these virtual objects that now inhabit your living space. Once inside the VR portions, however, the game falls back onto a familiar-feeling node-based teleportation mechanic where players simply reach out grabbing waypoints to pull themselves forward. Now, this style of teleportation movement may be great for players who are new to VR or those who suffer from motion sickness while playing virtual reality games, but what about the rest of us who don't? Hopefully by the time this game reaches its full release, Maze Theory will consider the addition of smooth locomotion options, because I'll have to admit, as someone who prefers to play games like this, but usually with full locomotion enabled, the teleporting is pretty much the only element of this game that was slightly immersion breaking during my play session. Now, even though in its current state this is just a short alpha demonstration, The Infinite Inside already shows a lot of potential. From its immersive gameplay and great visual styling to the ambient audio and mechanics of switching between both mixed and virtual realities, The Infinite Inside is poised to offer a gaming experience that's unlike many others out there currently. So whether you're a seasoned VR gamer or someone who's new to inhabiting these strange new worlds, The Infinite Inside is an experience that you can look forward to exploring more thoroughly when it releases later this year. If you have a MetaQuest 2, 3, or Pro, you can check out the demo now from SideQuest or AppLab, and if you're using a PSVR 2 or a Steam-based PC VR headset, you can add this one to your wish list for when it arrives later this year. Thanks for watching, and as always, please consider becoming a member to support our work directly.